Character. So what's important to me about a character is, most important, what does a character do? What does a character think, say? How does he or she change? What does he or she look like? How does he or she feel? What do other people say about him or her? What do other people do because of him or her? And how do you feel about the character? What kind of conclusions and inferences can you draw about all of this stuff? So let's pick a character. It could be fictional, it could be non-fictional. I say Richard Wright. What did he do? He grew up in extreme poverty, was abandoned by his dad, wrote Native Son, wrote Black Boy, wrote a ton of other books, and he lived the last 10 years of his life in France. So how does Richard Wright feel? He feels hungry. So let me take you on a tour of Richard Wright's character. So we have what other people said about him right over here. There's John Henrik Clarke, who said he wrote like he came down from the mountain with a sledgehammer. What did he say? Richard Wright said that he wanted to write a book that bankers' daughters could not cry about. What did he think? Well, he thought that African Americans would revolt if the U.S. didn't change its treatment of them, and he thought he would tell the truth about his perception of the status of African Americans in the 1930s. What did he look like? You know, he always wore a tie. It's really hard to find a picture of Richard Wright where he's not wearing a tie. What did others do because of him? Well, you know, that's pretty amazing, a pretty amazing legacy. Can we get it? Can we get it? People write, read, study, learn, understand because of Richard Wright. That's a pretty powerful legacy. So let's not forget how he changed. He changed from being that starving boy that we met in Black Boy to being one of the most important writers in our country's history, and that's a big change. So the last part of this that I want you to think about are your conclusions and inferences. What do you think about all of this? What kind of person do you think the character is based on what he or she thinks, does, feels, how other people talk about him, what other people do because of him or her? When you think about it, what are your conclusions and inferences? What kind of person would do or say the kinds of things that your character, the character that you're studying, has done and felt and said and thought and all of that? And, you know, go ahead and do it with Bigger, since we're talking about Bigger. But you can do this with anybody character study. You can do it with Captain Ahab. You could do it with Hester Prynne. You can do it with yourself. Let me know what you find out.